I am Professor K Gupta, Professor and Head at Department of Pharmacology at All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. There are terminologies. One is called as a generic drug, another is called as a branded drug. India is largely considered as a hub of generic medicine. That means they are not patented, and the drugs which are branded means they are generic drugs, but they have a specific brand of a company. The government of India is promoting generic medicine because they are relatively cheap, because they are not attached with the tag of advertisement, lot of intermediate expenses, and the thing which you have asked about why the doctors are apprehensive is about the quality of the generic medicine because they are cheap. This is sometimes largely this is a wrong perception which largely the doctors have, and the government is trying its best, and rather it should ensure that the quality of all generic medicines is ensured, for which the government is increasing the number of laboratories of testing, and therefore it's unrealistic for any doctor to believe that anything which is generic, any medicine which is reasonably cheap, is not of good quality. And this will improve the affordability of the quality medicine to larger number of population. With this attempt, Government of India is also opening a large number of Jan Aushadhi, which now I believe is crossing more than 1,000. There is intent, and these Jan Aushadhi gives medicine at a much lower prices than the MRP. Globally, most of the countries where the quality assurance system is well in place, the generic medicines are popular. So largely in Scandinavian countries or European countries and even UK, most of the time the medicines are prescribed as a generic. In some countries, prescription by generic is by compulsory, but in many countries this is optional, like in India. But the difference in India and Europe or the other developed country is that the assurance system for the quality is much stronger as compared to India. I am sure that India will soon have that assured quality system, and then people will not be apprehensive of prescribing generic, and they will prefer to prescribe generic medicine. The major challenge in prescribing generic is the marketing force, and number two, a quality tag which is attached with most of the branded preparation, and sometimes which is true, is also there, because if there is a quality system backup with the branded drug, the quality assurance is done. Secondly, there are certain drugs which are called as a drugs of narrow therapeutic window, like anti-diabetic, anti-hypertensive, anti-epileptic, and anticoagulants, antibiotics, where if there is a poor quality of drug or even the brand sometimes changes, the bioavailability or bioequivalence may change, which can change the response of the treatment, and which can change the therapeutic outcome. In that case, the branded preparation will still be preferred by most of the physicians. The cost is the major issue, particularly when the generic medicines are given. There the competition is much larger. There is no expenditure on its advertisement, there is no expenditure on the representatives, and there is a larger competition, and therefore, as I said, the cost of the generic medicine is sometimes 1/4 to 1/5 and sometimes 1/10 of the branded preparation. However, this cost differential is not that issue with drugs which come under national list of essential medicine, because their already price is fixed. But for those drugs which are not under list of national list of essential medicine, the cost differential between the two brands is very high, and in that case prescribing generic medicine would be much economical.